Right, so I like Chelsea quite a lot actually. I went to my first game when I was 5, saw Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank get a hat-trick against Wolves, and since then I found myself dedicating way too much time, money and effort going to watch them play in whatever third world area they might happen to be in. I'm a proper top blue up the Chels proper fan, and I've expired True Blues junior membership to prove it. But Corona and that meant I haven't been to a Chelsea game since the 1st of February 2020, and not been to a game at the Bridge since I saw us lose 2-2 to Arsenal. I mean, I did get to watch the last 15 minutes of the FA Cup final, but I was working, so I don't know how much you can actually count that. However, with restrictions now all but lifted and the new season approaching, it was time to get my personality back. Unfortunately for me, Chelsea are offering the very reasonable price of £30 to watch a pre-season game, which may sound like a rip-off, but considering it would cost you £8 to live stream it on the app, then it actually doesn't seem too bad. Also, if you're still waiting to hit puberty like me, you can just get in on a kid's ticket for £15. Got to Wimbledon Station around 6. Getting off at Fulham Broadway, seeing the knockoff scarves and flags, the sound of touts trying to sell tickets to a game the club hasn't even managed to sell out. Trying to walk through a crowd of grown men with the name of a player younger than their son on their back of their shirts, while trying not to step in the police horse's shit. Honestly, it's the most normal I've felt in 18 months. It's pathetic really just how much I've missed walking into a packed Wetherspoons, dressed as an extra from Green Street, and trying to get an extra round in at the expense of missing the first 10 minutes of the game. We got to our seats around the 11-minute mark. Saw Ziyech get a great goal, got to see Werner be ruled offside live in the flesh. Honestly, it's not the same watching it on TV. And watched us play as European champions for the first time in 9 years. I was really enjoying it for about 25 minutes before the novelty of being at a football game again wore off, and we got bored and realised we were at a game less prestigious than the Wembley Cup. Went down for a beer after 35 minutes. We're in the new Westview bit because someone thought the crossover the world really needed was the West Upper and the Slug and Lettuce. In fairness, it was lovely. The food looked great, got served quicker than I ever have been in my entire life. They had nice little booths to sit in with your drinks, and we didn't even need to go out for the second half as there was about 4 million TVs showing the game. The footage kept breaking up on the TV, so I reckon not even they wanted to pay the £8 to watch it, so just got up VIP box or something. Honestly, I do actually recommend watching the game up there. I know a lot of people watching this might be quite #AMF and want to watch games standing up in a shed, being suffocated by beer bellies and not being able to see through a crowd of fat meaty heads. But guys, don't knock modern football until you try it, yeah? Not every game has to be the fucking Belgrade derby, you know? Just chill, have some gourmet pizza every now and then. You know, you might like it. It was 1-0 Chelsea when we went down, but it was 2-1 by the time we resurfaced. We found empty seats in the front row, and I wondered if I could lower myself down into the empty hospitality box down below us. The second half team we put out was hilarious. What are half those players still doing here? One of my first videos back on this channel was an 11 of players I forgot Chelsea still owned, and honestly it wasn't too far off the 11 I made in that video. I find it really ironic that the whole point of these games and the justification for charging so much for them was that it was to raise money for the mental health charity Mind. But I don't think I've seen hypocrisy quite to the extent of promoting mental well-being and then making fans watch Tamure Bakayoko and Davide Zappacosta try and play football. The PTSD I got from that second half, like, I'm still shaking now. It's for the best Ross Barkley didn't feature. I'd have flung myself off the West Upper. Like, I thought we had got over these bums. I thought they were gone. I thought we had won. The original people who were in those seats returned, and we got sent back to the top rows in time to see Senegal's second choice keeper let a Tottenham equaliser through his legs. And shortly after that, we realised it was time to go and return to Spoons, where we'd end up staying far longer than we were ever in the ground. I probably watched about 40 minutes of football, but it's not about that, is it? It's been way too long since I sat on a night bus at 2 AM, hammered, and already started forgetting about the game I had just attended. I'm just praying that we don't lock down again, because as sad as it sounds, watching Chelsea is and always will be my favourite pastime, and you really don't realise just how important it is until it's gone. But it's just a game at the end of the day though, innit?
We're gonna play football.